Moving on now to fave number 4, if you're keeping track, and of course we all are. This is from Kitchen Master. This is the EasyHold Mandoline Slicer. And what's great about these, not just that they're really pretty, and they are. When you order it, you're gonna choose your color of, and these are real simple, orange, red, purple, green, and this green is a lime green. This is black, and then that's blue. You're going to get the food holder, which is what you see right here. In addition to holding the food when you're using this as a mandolin, you also have this top area that you can juice. So let's say you're juicing your oranges or your lemons, you can use this part as a juicer. You juice them right here, and then all the juice falls into this little reservoir, and then you've got a little spout right here, and you can pour it out, which is gonna be great. But on the other side, you have these little almost spikes. And what these do is they hold the food that you're gonna be using on the mandolin so that you don't have to have your fingers and your knuckles and your fingernails in the way. The food goes here, and then you use this just up and down, just like that, for your mandolin. But what makes this mandolin, I think, a real asset in your kitchen is that it does the job that we have to do with pretty much every meal that we cook. And that is, you're gonna have to cut something. You're gonna have to slice something and dice something. And for a lot of us, the act of putting the food in the skillet and cooking it is not a big deal. It's the slicing and dicing that's kind of a pain. You know what I mean? That's the part that when you say, I don't feel like cooking, that's the part that you don't feel like doing. But if you can cut, slice, and dice easier and faster without ever having to pull out a knife, would you do it? Yeah. This is the way that you do it. And I want to kind of take you on a little tour of your brand new mandolin. And this is it. Now, you can see the way that this is constructed and designed. There's a handle here so that you can easily hold, and as you're cutting up and slicing up your food, you've got everything in a very comfortable position. So it's nice and ergonomic. I want to share these with you because you've got a couple of blades here, and these blades will never go dull. And one of the reasons for that is, unlike a knife, when you're using a knife, you're cutting the food with the knife, but the knife is also hitting the surface that you're cutting, whether it's the granite countertop or it's that wooden cutting board. And every time the blade of the knife hits that surface, it's getting dull and dull and dull. With this mandolin, the only thing this blade ever touches is the food itself. So you've got a couple different ways that you can adjust this mandolin. You can make, if you're just making just regular slices, you just want regular slices of whatever you're cutting, you've got a knob on this side of the left side of your mandolin, and it goes from 1 to 9, basically. And all you would do is, and I'm gonna turn it, and what I want you to notice is how this is on it. It's thinnest setting, but if I want to make my cuts a little bit thicker, they get a little bit thicker. And every time I turn, that opening gets a little bit wider. Do you see how it's wide like that? And before I turned it, it was thinner, thinner, thinner. So you can make your cuts thinner or thicker that way. And then you also have another knob on this side. And with this, when you turn this knob, you've got, and I want you to focus your attention right there in the center, you have more blades that come up. So if you want a julienne, if you want to do different kinds of cuts, different kinds of waffle cuts, ruffle cuts, and things of that nature, you have these 3 blades in here that can do that. So you've got a variety of things that you can do all with this one mandolin. I like that there's no moving, there's no attachments, because I don't know about for you, sometimes people like attachments, but for me, I end up losing the attachment. I can never find that other blade or that other, piece that I needed. I like that this mandolin is all in one fell swoop. So if I need to slice my onions, I can do that. If I need to cut the cucumbers or the zucchini or the tomatoes or whatever it is, I can just pull out my mandolin and start slicing, and I'm done in no time. Now, you've got this at a price break of $29.95 and free shipping, which is fantastic. And if you want to get it on FlexPay, you can. You can use any major credit card, and you can get this home for $9.